With ABC News, the Murray-Darling Basin Authority is thinking again. It now says it may not return as much water to the river system as first announced. That follows a chorus of complaint after yesterday's advice to the Federal Water Minister that the authority hadn't placed enough weight on the social and economic consequences of cutting entitlements. Kerry Ritchie reports.
The Murray-Darling Basin Authority got a better reception in the South Australian town of Murray Bridge. While these irrigators are facing cuts, they're at the end of the river and a more pro-environmental flow. For environmental reasons, the Murray-Darling Basin Authority has proposed reducing how much water farmers can take from the system by up to 37%. But the Federal Water Minister says he's received advice from the government solicitor that under the Water Act, economic and social factors are equally important. The opposition believes it's a little late.
Why did the Minister wait till after the release of the guide to seek his own legal advice?
The authority has defended itself. It says the government solicitor gave their latest guide the tick of approval before it was released. But it's now considering changing its initial recommendation that 3,000 gigalitres be returned to the river.
It certainly would mean that we would obviously take less water for the environment than has been currently proposed in the guide.
We now need to see the authority go back, revise the numbers in light of the new legal advice, come up with a balanced basin plan, one that can be supported by all.
But at the Australian Water Summit in Melbourne, one academic was urging the authority not to buckle to pressure from the Water Minister or farmers.
We hope it operates in the national interest, not the interest of 8,000 irrigators in the Murray-Darling Basin.
The Murray-Darling Basin Authority says it's still on track to get its draft report out in about 5 months' time. The next public consultation meeting is in Mildura. Farmers say if the authority had been more open and thorough, a lot of anxiety could have been avoided. Kerry Ritchie, ABC News, Melbourne.
Following the change in legal opinion from the Solicitor General, the exact amount of water to be returned to the Murray River system was the focus of today's public meeting in Murray Bridge. Conservationists say the river system should remain the priority, while one water expert says the entire basin plan is now up for debate.
With hundreds attending the public information sessions, the meeting was moved from Murray Bridge's Town Hall to the local racecourse. Basin Authority officials got an easy ride compared to past meetings. The biggest concern was that the government's new legal interpretation of the Basin Plan will see less water coming down the Murray.
I don't believe that the guide will have any integrity at all unless you hold to those baseline figures within it. Thank you.
The authority has confirmed that's a possibility, but conservationists argue that the basic plan remains unchanged.
If we don't restore our rivers to health, then the social and the economic fabric of the basin will continue to decline. Without healthy rivers, there are no healthy agricultural industries.
One water expert says the debate over water has been opened up rather than restricted by the government's new position.
All options are on the table and the community is allowed to debate weights and debate the full range of options from 0 to up to 7,000 gigalitres.
While Mike Young is happy for water allocations and the science to be debated, he doubts the river system can survive if it gets less than the 3,000 gigalitres the plan currently recommends.
I would be surprised, be very surprised, be very, very surprised.
And with water again flowing through the Murray mouth, it's no surprise that plans for a weir near Wellington have been scrapped. Premier Mike Rann told State Parliament a weir will not be built during this term of government. Paul Kish, ABC News.